Here's one reason why I personally struggled to accept the fact that I had herpes. I valued the validation of people outside of myself more than I valued validation from myself. Now, entertain this quote from Jay Shetty. We live in a perception of ourselves, and we have lost our real selves as a result. How can we recognize who we are and what makes us happy when we're chasing a distorted reflection of someone else's dream? Let me Barney style that for you. I was busy living for the perception validation that I did not know what life was like living for the validation of myself. I would say, what if people find out I have herpes? What if the person I like rejects me for having herpes? What if people judge me? I would ask myself all the worst case scenario questions and start to alter how I showed up in the world in avoidance of other people possibly viewing me a certain way. There, I was living a life for the validation of other people instead of as my authentic self. Newsflash. No one on this planet has been there through all my ups and downs like I have. No one on this planet knows my truth like I do. And no matter anyone's opinion of me, I'm still going to get fed, my butt will still get wiped, and my bills will still be paid. I personally made a vow to myself to never run away from my truth again, but to change the way I embrace my truth in a way that reflects love and not self-hate. Simply because I deserve that from me. You see, when I found out I had herpes, I had already made several generalizations about people living with herpes, whether it was consciously or unconsciously. So when I found out I test positive for herpes, instead of showing up as my own best friend, reminding myself of my worth, reminding myself of my value, and offering encouragement and grace, I instead became my biggest hater, my biggest bully, and I started to tell myself I was worthless, dirty, no one would ever want me, and that my sex life was over. I had to first acknowledge and accept how I felt about myself and made the conscious decision to address the bully in the mirror. My process in addressing the bully in the mirror required observation. It was time to date myself, time to get to know who I am, what I loved about myself, and the things I disliked within myself. I started to draw attention to my personality, how I spoke, how I act, how I thought, what I believed, and question whether it belonged to me or not. Did I get this from a parent, a teacher, media, etc.? If you want to start the journey of getting to know yourself, use this quote from Charles Horton Cooley, a sociologist from 1902. All right. I am not what I think I am, and I am not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. Let me say it again. I am not what I think I am. I am not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. I'm Shayna Singleton, a herpes life coach. If you are struggling with acceptance, go to the link in my bio and become a cousin today.